Vampires versus zombies. When pitted against each other in a hypothetical battle, who would emerge victorious? To answer this question, we must delve into the characteristics, strengths, and weaknesses of each creature. The vampire, a supernatural predator. Vampires are often depicted as powerful, intelligent beings with a host of supernatural abilities. Traditionally, they possess superhuman strength, speed, and agility, making them formidable adversaries in combat. Their ability to fly, transform into animals like bats or wolves, and hypnotize their prey further enhances their prowess. Vampires are also known for their immortality, sustained by drinking the blood of the living, which grants them a near indestructible quality. Some versions of the vampire mythos even include the ability to regenerate from injuries, making them almost impossible to kill. However, vampires are not without their weaknesses. They are vulnerable to sunlight, which can either weaken or destroy them, depending on the mythos. Additionally, they can be repelled or killed by religious symbols, garlic, silver, and wooden stakes through the heart. Despite these vulnerabilities, a vampire's cunning and strategic mind, combined with its array of supernatural abilities, makes it a fearsome contender in any battle. The zombie, relentless horde. Zombies, on the other hand, are often portrayed as mindless, reanimated corpses, driven by an insatiable hunger for human flesh. Unlike vampires, zombies lack intelligence, strategy, or any sense of self-preservation. They rely on sheer numbers and overwhelming force to attack their victim. Zombies are typically slow-moving and clumsy, but their ability to infect the living through bites or scratches can quickly turn a single zombie into an entire horde, overwhelming even the most prepared adversaries. The primary strength of zombies lies in their numbers and persistence. They do not tire, feel pain, or fear, and will continue to pursue their prey until either they or their target is destroyed. Unlike vampires, zombies have few, if any, known weaknesses. They can be killed by destroying the brain or severing the head. Otherwise, they are incredibly resilient. In some interpretations, zombies can be stopped by fire, but their relentless nature means that even in death, they pose a threat to the living. The battle, strength versus numbers. In a direct confrontation, vampires have a clear advantage in terms of individual strength, speed, and intelligence. A single vampire could easily outmaneuver and destroy several zombies without much effort. Their agility and supernatural abilities would allow them to evade the slow, clumsy attacks of zombies, while their strength would enable them to rip apart their undead foes with ease. However, the outcome of the battle becomes less certain when the sheer numbers of zombies are taken into account. While a vampire could dispatch several zombies at once, a horde of hundreds or thousands of zombies would present a much greater challenge. The vampire would have to contend with an unending wave of attackers, all of whom are immune to many of the vampire's most potent abilities, such as hypnosis, fear-inducing tactics. Moreover, if the vampire were to be overwhelmed by sheer numbers, there's the potential risk of being bitten or infected, depending on the specific rules of the zombie mythos in play. Even though vampires are typically immune to human diseases, it is unclear how they would respond to the infection that turns humans into zombies. If the vampire were to become infected, it could lose its supernatural abilities and be transformed into a zombie, adding to the horde. Conclusion: a drawn battle. Ultimately, the battle between vampires and zombies hinges on context. In a one-on-one fight or against small groups, vampires would likely win due to their superior abilities. However, in a large-scale confrontation, the relentless, overwhelming nature of the zombie horde could tip the scales in their favor. The outcome would depend on the number of zombies, the intelligence of the vampire, and the environmental factors at play. In the end, both creatures embody the terrifying aspects of the undead. And while a vampire might dominate in certain scenarios, the zombie horde's sheer numbers and persistence could lead to a drawn-out battle with no clear victor.